Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's an all-you-can-geek movie cast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsod,
Hey, hey.
and Tony Kokonakis.
Yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers. We are live right now on Twitch, Tuesday nights, starting at 8 o'clock. Please join us for these live broadcasts. I subscribe, so I get notified when we go live. You can do the same thing, just so you know. You can. If you don't watch these live broadcasts, though, YouTube has all the content, so be sure to subscribe if you're watching us over there. That way you get notified when we post. We post a couple times a week now, and be on the lookout for new episodes. So, all right, guys. That has all the old content, too, so you can go back and hear all the old episodes if you want to hear the funness of the old stuff. All right, guys. It's been a little bit. I missed last week. Sorry about that. Family dinners. But how have we been, guys? Been good? See anything cool? I don't know.
Yeah.
Tony,
Did
anything
you?
cool in the week? Did I? I watched The Gorge. I don't know if I'd call it cool. It's good, I guess. It's not. I heard good things about it, and I will say that it was good. I don't think it was
I
spectacular.
have no idea what
The-
you're talking
the-
about right now.
So The Gorge is on Apple TV, Apple Plus, Apple TV Plus. So it's like this romance, like sci-fi, like horror movie almost thing.
Mhm.
With Anya Taylor-Joy,
Okay.
and I can't remember the male actor in it, but they basically are from two countries who get posted on these two towers across from each other,
Mhm.
and they don't know why, but they're snipers, and they have to find out why they're there, and they don't have to find out, but they want to know why they're there, and they have to keep stuff from getting out of the gorge essentially, and they basically are assigned there for an entire year, and it takes place over that time. The concept is really cool. I will say, for the most of the movie, it was fine. There was just a little bit of, I guess it wasn't the best takes. Is the best way to say it. I don't know. Cinematography isn't the best.
Okay.
Which is
Who-
weird for an Apple
Who
movie.
directed this?
Good question. I was actually going to bring it up. That you brought
And this is a
now-
movie or a show?
It is a movie. It is a high budget movie too, because like special effects wise, it looks great. But there's just every now and again I don't know. I didn't feel like they had the best.
Here's Apple again, not advertising for shit.
Yes.
I didn't know this was even.
Yes.
I had no
Yeah.
It
idea.
was Dan Lostinson did the cinematography, but Scott Derrickson, who did Doctor Strange
Okay.
of note,
Okay.
same director. Yeah, I mean, again, they didn't advertise this at all. I got it on my feed quite a bit because I've watched Severance. I haven't watched the finale of Severance. I think that's.
I think
not-
you're the only
think
one
it's-
here that's got Apple. So.
Oh, maybe. It's like, you know what it is? Apple is very good for value in terms of what you can get with what you pay. Because I
And
think it's
the
like you
shows
just
are
pay-
great. Yeah.
Yeah. But they just never advertised for it. And again, this goes back to this movie where I think it's a solid 8, like 7.5, 8. It's good. It's good. It's worth a watch. But nobody knows it exists. You guys had no idea. And I mean, it's Anya Taylor-Joy. I mean, she's a big name actress now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who's the? Let me see if I can get you the male actor when I'm talking. But like I said, the director of it's Miles Teller.
Oh,
Is
Miles
the,
Teller?
Miles Teller, yeah. So he was in Top Gun. Sorry, he was in Top Gun. For those who didn't know, yeah, they got some great actors for this movie, and it's just those two really. But you know, it's entertaining. It just had a couple of like moments where I'm just like, you know, that looks okay.
They're both
I
in
guess, but-
terrible Fox
But
Marvel movies. As
oh
well.
yeah, that's right, they were. That was the thing of note, really. I started watching the last season of What We Do in the Shadows. Is another show that I loved, and it's like one of those things where I know it's the last season, so I didn't want to watch it right away because I don't know. It's a really good show that I enjoy. There's a lot of there's a lot of memes I like to use from the show for things when I comment to people. So it's good, but it's been good this season, and I don't know how it's gonna finish yet, but that's been good. And I'm trying to think what else really of note. I've been traveling a lot because I've been on vacation. So we've been doing a lot of different things throughout the weeks, you know, like the zoos, stuff like that, aquariums. You guys get a chuckle out of that one. You know, so we did a couple of things like that, and you know, it's not been a lot of movies yet. Didn't get the Looney Tunes movie like I wanted to. There was a Looney Tunes movie out. For those who didn't know, again, talk about bad marketing. Warner Brothers has pulled Looney Tunes from Max entirely. Like they're just ripping it away.
Yeah.
They said there's no money in that content, which is crazy. But yeah, they own the IP though. So what does it cost to really host it on there? By the way, that's I don't know. But That's. I mean, if I remember during this, we'll see. But I think that's pretty much it for me. Like of note, I've watched some like older shows and stuff, but like nothing worth it. Tony, what about you? Anything this week?
No, just Daredevil.
Oh, and Daredevil. Sorry, yes, and Daredevil. I am up to date on Daredevil. Mike, anything else besides Daredevil for you?
Nothing besides Daredevil.
Corey?
I watched Wheel of Time, season
Oh,
3.
yeah, that's out. How was that?
It's gotten way better. Like
That's what I hear. I
this
You
gotta
first-
hated the first season, right?
the first season.
Oh,
was
the first
shit.
season. That's what I'm on, and I can't
Yeah.
get past it. But Corey
The
keeps yelling
second
at me to
season
get
was
through it.
better, and this
Yeah.
season has gotten
Yeah.
significantly better as well. So
Yeah.
they've been getting better. And the more that I look at it, I just look at it's doing its own thing. And if I can separate it from the books, then that's fine. But yeah, I liked what they've done so far with these first few episodes, and so I'm excited for more. Actually, I'm pretty happy
I
with
gotta get
where
into
it's
it.
going.
I think next for me though is going to be Invincible. I think I'm going to finally watch. I think I'm on halfway to
up.
season 2 and 3 for that. So, I got to catch up on that.
Nice. But yeah, no, it was good. I would say
You don't
this is
really
where
need
the
to.
show should have been with the Wheel of Time. So
All right, maybe I'll get back into Wheel Time then. So, I'll try it. I have to
Invincible's a
start it
story
over.
that's already
The thing is,
been
I have to
told.
start it over because I know they changed things in the first season, so I have to like watch that again to watch this.
What?
Do I? I know the story, but they changed the first season a lot, so I don't know. They made Matt and everybody different, so. But all right.
But yeah, Daredevil.
Daredevil.
3.
Daredevil. Again, I've
4.
seen all the episodes just like you guys. I think Tony said it best. Tony, you want to take it away on this episode? I think you said it best with the reason why they filmed episode 1, a new one. But
Oh,
so,
yeah. So I could see why they filmed episode 1 as episode 1, because apparently episode
And
2
mild
was supposed to be
spoilers,
the preview, like
Yeah.
the first actual episode. Because Daredevil makes no appearance at all in episode 2 nor 3 as the actual costumed character, right?
Yeah.
Which I like, right? Because one of the things I wanted to see more of in the original series, and I'm pretty sure I said it when they were airing back in the day, was I wanted to see more of Matt's courtroom, drama, TV show drama crap, where it's just kind of like, okay, like, that's his whole shtick, where it's like, he takes on cases, he tries to do things by the book, and let justice
yeah, absolutely.
deal it itself
Yeah.
out, and then when it doesn't, that's when he dons the suit, takes matters into his own hand. But these 2 episodes, 2 and 3, are him just trying to deal with all of that. And even though he gets into some scuffles as himself, Matt Murdock, and he doesn't don the suit or anything. And I actually really enjoyed the courtroom stuff about I forget his name, but the guy who winds up being White Tiger. Because I just love the drama stuff, and we will spoil this part about it, I guess, just the one part where he's losing the case despite all these things of like, he has this many records from the public, he has this many statements from I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself, the key witness, right, gets
The witness turned,
just turns. It's like, nope, I've never blah blah. And he just like, well, that was our ace in the hole here. And he goes, well, actually, this dude is the White Tiger. And it's just like, bro, you just ousted a superhero secret identity.
Honestly,
Which
I
they
thought this
also
point. I
said
thought
they
this
wouldn't
point was
do.
where we'd get
Yeah.
Daredevil back. I thought this is where we were getting Daredevil. Historically, this is where he would get the
Yes.
Daredevil outfit going to get justice done properly.
Right.
But we didn't. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I love what we're getting from this show, but I understand the first episode because without that, even there's a lot less action.
Mhm.
It's a lot more courtroom drama, and I mean, no spoilers from. I'm not trying to give anything for spoilers, but I did love the way this last episode ended. It was just like, oh shit.
Yeah, you just kind of saw it coming a mile away. You're like, and the thing is, I thought maybe they would have delayed that an episode or two.
I think so. I thought so.
And maybe the rest of the season would have been about, things that could have
yeah.
happened as a result of this case, which we'll still get. But the climax of the case, really, or the post case, it's like, oh, you just knew it. You just knew it. Especially when they pan it, I'm like, oh, here we go. Like,
Yep.
here we go.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, excited to see tonight's episode and how that turns out, because I imagine, we're starting to get into the just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in, right? It's like,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, Mike, love the episode or what?
I liked it. I said on the Discord, it feels a little bit like this season so far is both rushed and slow in a way. Just because I expected this trial stuff to go on a little longer, but I also, like we said, there's been very little Daredevil in this Daredevil show so far, so that seems a little slow. But it's good. I like the episode. I just, the fact that we kind of saw where this was going, when it ended a little bit, just based on how things were, how it's like, oh, things are that bad. I kind of, and there's a bit of a debate about, is Matt being stupid here?
For sure. The one thing I will call out is when he's talking to, God, what is the character's name though? Like, not the White Tiger, but his actual name.
I don't remember. I can tell you right now, man.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
But the one scene I love, where he's talking to him after he does the reveal in the courtroom, right?
Hector,
thank you. And he's talking to Hector, and it's just a private conversation between him and Hector, and he's like, after this, is resolved, you can never wear that suit again. That whole conversation, that whole dialogue, like, why do you do it, this, that, and the other thing, it's, I'm pretty sure it's on the nose, where it's like, this is supposed to be, Matt trying to say what he does to talk himself out of being Daredevil anymore. And Hector's supposed to be the one
right.
where it's
he's
like,
trying to convince himself of something.
Right. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's like, I think that's obviously the motivation here that we're going to see tonight and moving forward through the series. But
I think we finally get Daredevil back in this one.
And obviously I think it directly leads into the Punisher too, right?
Yeah, I think we do get that too. I mean, that's going to be the full. Ooh, someone's gonna be really pissed. That's the thing for me. There's gonna be some brutality, but trying to be as vague as possible here. But I do believe there's going to be some punishment.
There will be so much punishment.
Yeah, Corey, what did you think? Good one. I thought it was cool. Like, these 3 episodes.
I think so far it's been great. Like, we got the Daredevil stuff in the beginning, first episode. You got a taste of it, and I do appreciate that episode coming ahead of these two, because you understand why things are happening the way they're happening, and his motivations as far as not taking on that mantle again. And otherwise you'd just be thrown in there like, why aren't you wearing the suit anymore, what's going on here? But here
they would have to go through like flashbacks, and I feel like that story would be just not, it would be very jarbled.
So that's good. And you don't need him to be Daredevil every episode. And I like having the other side of the story here, and it builds up to the point where he's gonna wear it.
He's gonna wear the suit again.
It's not like we're not gonna get a show where he's never gonna wear it. So it's built up to that point where it's a slow burn. So I don't mind it at all. I like it actually.
Yeah. So it's been very good rebirth of the show. I have to say so far. They've pretty much nailed the feel though. I mean,
and it's like, what is it going to take to push him back over that edge? Like, that's the thing. It's like, what, and that's why it's interesting.
Yeah. Cool. So, all right. Let's see. And that's what we've been up to. So, box office wise, nothing crazy. Novocaine, #1 movie last weekend. That's the kind of
exactly
thing, right? Can't Feel Pain. Yeah, interesting. So that was #1 at only 9 million. Bad box office. Black Bag. Mickey 17.
That bomb.
That was poor showing.
It's coming to freaking digital already, like this week.
I want to see it. Like, I do want to see that movie. I thought it looked great, but I don't know. Theater wise, that wasn't a theater movie for me either way.
No,
so
I just read this article, I believe, too, on Reddit about how this 2025's box office is lagging behind even 2024 now, and it's like.
Yeah, 2024 did better than I thought it did.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, but like, I don't know if anything's going to match, like, Deadpool and Wolverine, or Inside Out 2, right?
Yeah,
like,
no, I don't think we have that. Yeah,
I don't know, man. Like, what's Pixar have this year again? It's like an original title, so I don't have high hopes for
Yeah, and the suit Superman's not getting there. Fantastic Four is not doing it.
Well,
Superman is
we'll
definitely not
see.
doing it.
No.
And what
But
is
Fantastic Four? But no, I don't think so. But I
no.
mean, the July
Jurassic Park
movies.
might
July
be better
movie.
than you think? I
Yeah,
don't know.
Jurassic Park will for sure.
The July movies are going to do a lot for the box office, but can it make up the year? I don't think so. So, Looney Tunes is number 5. Give them. I just complained about the fact that there's been no marketing because again, this was Ketchup Entertainment bought the rights to this because once again, Warner Brothers was going to just kill this movie and not release it, and this company picked it up and released it. And this brought there's no marketing behind this, and it's brought in 5 million worldwide for a movie that was dead with zero marketing. I feel bad for the Looney Tunes IP. I really do. So I feel bad for any of the IPs that Warner Brothers owns. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah, but I mean,
we talked
what I've
about
been
you
saying
guys.
for years. Like,
Yeah.
it's Zaslav, the way he's running this company. It's just fucking disgusting.
You guys talked about it last week, right? With the Superman news, with like this is like all riding on Superman, right? It's going to get the whole thing. So it's that was last. Sorry, I wasn't here. So that was you guys talked about it. Like, there's too much riding on that movie already because the studio is in shambles.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, news this week. Happy Gilmore 2 trailer. Let's start off with that one. Teaser trailer launch for that. I watched that today.
Right over in the backyard.
Filmed it over here. Yeah, they filmed it in New Jersey. So it was cool to have that happen around here. It gets this area quite hyped. I don't know how the world, like the country or the world is to see this movie. But I know that nostalgia-wise, movies can hit at the right time, and I feel like this could be another one that could just hit at that right time. This could do pretty well for
digital
Netflix.
platform also. It's not coming to theaters.
I mean, the fact that Adam Sandler has had success with God, what was that one movie?
Netflix
Diamond?
in general is a success. Yeah.
Oh, no. What?
The Diamonds.
The gem thing, right?
The gem, yeah.
What was it called?
Uncut.
Yeah.
Uncut, yeah.
Right. I mean, I just feel like this is prime for a return to his classic comedy that put him on the stardom map, right? Because they don't make movies like that anymore. They don't.
That's what I said. If this does well for Netflix numbers wise, and they release this, like Jim Carrey, you got to get Jim Carrey on the phone for a remake for one of his older movies. I don't know which one you want to do, but some of his older slapstick comedy stuff, you've got to try to convince him towards the end of his career now. I mean, I'm hoping again because, like you said, they don't do movies like this anymore, and
maybe
I think the market's right for it.
Yeah, Dodgeball 2 they're making, so it's like I think.
Are they doing it?
We talked about it. Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with it. Maybe they'll do Dumberer and Dumberer or something. Whatever they would call that.
There's been a sequel to that already, right?
Yes, right? There was a sequel where they were younger.
And then there was like when Harry met
okay.
There's that one too, whatever.
Yeah, I'd be fine if they didn't touch that one, actually.
They were good with that. Unlike The Mask, maybe would be kind of a cool thing to revisit.
Cameron Diaz is back acting, so
yeah, I mean that would kind of be the. Obviously, you want to see Ace Ventura, but I could go for The Mask. That'd be kind of cool. Good one.
I'd rather take Ace Ventura over The Mask. Ugh, God, even as a kid, I hated The Mask. I was like, this sucks.
I liked it. I liked the movie, but I get you. Let's see. Let's go to some news.
They already did Son of Mask or whatever.
Yeah, but that's nothing to do with Jim Carrey. I'm talking about bringing Jim Carrey.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure.
But last week, shortly after the podcast aired, Stranger Things star Sadie Sink was cast in the next Spider-Man movie. So you guys didn't get that.
A lot of speculation.
Yeah, there's been rumors that she's playing MJ, which I think is a bad cast. But then there's nothing confirmed for that. For those wondering,
so it's not a bad cast.
Yes, I get you.
She would fit the character perfectly.
It's fine, but they already have an MJ.
Well, yeah, it's like, but so then is it going to be an alternate version of MJ? Like, what's going to happen?
Nah, it's going to be Gwen. It's going to be Gwen.
That's what I was going to say. Like, I think the one that makes most sense is Gwen.
Yeah, I think
because you can get Miles too now. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. No, I think with Gwen you get.
And every Gwen that's played the character has had red hair.
Yeah,
so the conspiracy continues.
I mean, you can also build another tragedy.
Right, Mike?
If you do Gwen too, you could do it that way too. You could build another tragedy story for Peter Parker. So if you keep it as Gwen Stacy, not Spider Gwen. So, just saying.
Sure.
You could do it that way. More stories to tell.
The thing is, I can't. There's no way it's Jean Grey because there's no way they're gonna introduce X-Men, the big X-Men, not like obviously we've had mutants before, but like one of the core X-Men in a Spider-Man movie. There's no way they're gonna let Sony do that, right? It's like they're gonna do it themselves.
Yeah.
And
so, all right.
And Spider-Man was in a Captain America movie, so maybe.
Yeah, but that was in the Marvel side.
No, I get it.
And,
yeah,
I don't see it happening.
I doubt it. I don't think so, but
yeah,
you know.
I mean, everyone wants her to be Jean, so it's like, but like at the same time, I think Gwen makes sense. I don't like for the actor. I think she would want to be someone who's gonna have longevity in the Marvel movies, right? Because like if you play Mary Jane, you're probably just like one and done or two and done maybe at the most. It's like you got an MJ already. Yeah, I don't think you.
Depending on what they want to do with the character. So
unless you turn her into somebody else.
Yeah.
MJ.
Could be Firestar.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Going back, then might as well get Bobby Drake in there. His amazing friends all together.
Oh God!
Imagine
that Spider-Man 5 in a couple years, 5 years.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Next bit of news. Last week, we found out that Kevin Conroy, who tragically passed away, obviously got one more role for his voice. He will be in the new Netflix Devil May Cry anime coming on Netflix. I think it's later this year, right? That is launching finally.
I think it's like next month.
Next month, that's right. It is next month. Oh my God, it's April. Let's see. We'll play VP Baines in the Netflix upcoming Devil May Cry series. So we do get one more performance from Kevin Conroy.
Is this how we finally get Mike to watch an anime?
No.
Not even Kevin Conroy.
Well, Mike, it is an anime based on a video game. It is very action oriented video game. Come on.
Too many similarities in Pokemon.
All right.
Do it for Kevin, Mike. Come on.
I have definitely not watched everything he's ever done.
Yeah, but this is his final performance.
This is final performance. So, I don't know. So, stuff that was finished and is not now. Ted Lasso, season 4 is happening. Confirmed. We got that last week confirmed as well. What do you guys think?
I'm happy.
Back the truck up of money, I'm sure. But what do we think? Do we think it's going to be okay?
We thought it was coming back. We just didn't.
Yeah.
Right?
I thought it was
going to be something, but it's
actually
I thought it was
now
without
Jason Sudeikis. I thought it was about him. But yeah, he's apparently back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. As long as all the actors, they get whoever it is. I'm not sure if the entire cast is returning.
The word is Jamie Tart is not. Jamie Tart is not coming back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate if they don't. But, I mean, whoever they do get to come back, as long as they're into it and the writers are into it, and it doesn't feel like, hey, we just did this because it was popular and Apple needed a hit, right? I'm like, whatever.
Is there a story there, right?
Is there? Yeah, right. Because, like, I mean, I love Arrested Development, for example, and when Netflix brought Arrested Development back, I was like, this sucks. Like, I never finished it.
Well, that was badly filmed because they got people back, but in different spots. Nobody was together in that show.
I get it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the same thing applies here, right? It's like are they going to recapture what made Ted Lasso special? And that's the question.
And it's not far enough removed, so I feel like they could. But I thought they told a great story for 3 seasons. Like I thought that was a good open and a shut story that they've done. So now to bring him back for a women's team that he's coaching, I don't know. I mean, obviously that's their dynamic. They want to do something different with that dynamic, but like, I don't know if it's going to feel retreaded. You know what I mean? That's what I'm concerned with.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. So, all right. Disney Plus has launched a 24/7 stream that plays all 767 Simpsons episodes in chronological order.
Chronological order?
I don't like how it's chronological.
What?
Yeah.
That's
in
weird.
chronological order. I like it. I think it's cool. Like
I like the idea. I don't like it as chronological.
Yeah. To be honest with you guys, what I've been watching the most of, in between like downtimes is like YouTube live shows. They do live streams of like Turtles episodes, Alf episodes. They do like all the old cartoons. I actually watched
How do you have so much free time?
Silverhawks. No, it's on the TV. It's not like I'm doing other, like I was painting the living room last week and I had that on. It's perfect for it. Yeah. So like I put that stuff on and like that's perfect for it.
No, that's fine. That's what I do.
This is a good channel for that. This is perfect.
No, exactly. That's what there's been times where it's like I just want to put something on like I do. Like I'm almost at the end of my friend's tenure actually that I didn't mention, but because there's nothing really to talk about. But it's just like you just want to throw something on that's like familiar. You don't really have to pay attention to. Like you're like, oh crap, well I don't understand what's going on. It's like background. If you want to pay attention, you can, and you don't need to for the entire.
Dungeons and Dragons was that for me this week.
And that was on. Movie, yes, I watched. Yeah. I watched the animated show for that. Are you aware that Amazon has live like TV channels? Are you guys aware of this?
No.
They do. It's like the other option on your Amazon Prime sticks, and you can like queue up channels for like Mike. There's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer channel. All they do is play episodes for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's this thing called Cartoon Rewind. That's where I watch Silverhawks. But they've had like Beetlejuice on there. They don't tell you what's on that episode, that channel. And it's just random stuff. Pac-Man was on there the other day. I mean, there's been it just runs 24/7. It's like 24/7. You get a 24-hour run of these shows. So Amazon's got some great channels with that. Dedicated stuff. You remember Farscape? That's another old sci-fi show that I love. Yeah. Channel dedicated for that. So there's some great stuff on there. But it's. I like this idea for The Simpsons because of how many episodes there are. I think it's great to just run it and people can just turn it on when they're, again, like Tony, like you said, just mindless, put it on. Yeah, it's perfect for it.
Yeah. You mentioned Pac-Man real quick did remind me. I forgot to talk about one thing. It's very minor, but I did start watching, what is it, the Next Level? Or what
Next
was
Level,
it? Yeah, on Amazon, where it's like the shorts of different properties. I've only seen a couple of them, but they're so weird. Yeah. Like, I thought it was going to be a full episode of like whatever gimmick, and it's like a 5 to 10 minute episode,
like a short.
Yeah, it's like a short, and I'm just like, so I, for example, I watched the Mega Man one, and the graphics are fine, right, and even the premise is fine, but like as soon as it goes to somewhere, I'm like, okay, I'm invested. It's like credits, and I'm just like, okay, so you're just a cock tease, like that's all you did.
Marketing ploy.
Yeah,
I mean, Mega Man is gonna leave you blue balls, so.
No, he called him the Blue Bomber, not the Blue Baller. Yeah. But
the Warhammer one's pretty cool, though.
I didn't get to that one yet.
That's cool. That's pretty neat.
So it's just like this is I don't know.
Definitely still type. Yeah, it's like here's a cool thing, and then it's like now you want more? Nope. Sorry.
Nope, you don't get it.
Yeah, I heard they all felt kind of like trailers for the games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So all right. Lastly, in the news, God of War, the series has been greenlit for 2 seasons for Amazon Prime. The showrunner, Ronald D. Moore, apparently he's attempted to play the games at least, but he's not good at video games, so he stopped playing shortly after. I guess he tried. I guess that's good.
I read that he's basically not a gamer. He said that he he played like Galaga in arcades or like shit like that, but he hasn't.
Well, I don't need my storytellers / showrunners to know how to play the game. I just need them to know and understand how to tell the story. That's what I'm looking for.
I mean, I think checking out parts of that game to get an idea of how it feels is because you want to capture. And in a video game, I feel like you have to capture, like a video game to like show. You have to capture that feel. Like this is what works. I feel like Fallout captured the feel of it. Last of Us captured the feel of it. When you don't capture the feel of it, you get Borderlands, and that's where like we run into a problem. Like I feel like the only thing you have to do for a video game show is just get the feel of the show, the vibe of it. Like you don't have to match a story. You get your own story, it's fine, but you've got to get the same, vibe. Of it. Wrong? Yeah. I think that's it. I think it's a secret, right?
Yeah,
I would agree.
And that's fine if one person doesn't watch or play the games, that's fine. But like whoever the writing team is or the creative team, like there should be people that are familiar with the source material on it, because if it's a Witcher situation, for example, where it's just we're just using the setting as a dressing for this fantasy show, I'm just like, okay, what
And
do
that was even worse because it wasn't even
Yeah.
like they didn't have people who
No, I know.
knew.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
actively chose
It's
to
like, nah,
ignore
fuck
it.
you. Like, get out of here. What are you doing, you nerd?
It's like,
It's like,
oh, our biggest star is the biggest Witcher nerd and wants to play the character because he loves the source material. Oh yeah, let's just like not do that then.
get the hell
let's
out
not
of
do
here.
Let's piss him off.
You know?
So I hope that's not indicative of the rest of the staff and stuff. But also at the same time, I'm like, if you're not a gamer, why did you want to do this project, right? Like if he had said at least like I've seen people play it and the story captivated me, right? Like if he's like I watched a Let's Play and I just thought it's none of that. And I'm just like, dude, you just go on YouTube, type in God of War Let's Play.
Well,
like,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, you don't need to know how to play it or be good at the game,
Yeah.
but you do need to know what the source material is and how to translate it into a show. Like Jim was saying, you want to capture the vibes of the show and the feel of it, and give the audience that are fans of the games something to latch on to and be excited about, and not the opposite, where it's like you're ruining everything I love about this series.
Yeah, and the thing is, just because we've seen so much success with Last of Us, which season 2 is
right around
not
the
too
corner.
far around, but like you'd think because Sony had the success of Last of Us show, you think it'd be like, dude, all we need you to do is pretty much adapt God of War 2018, right, to the live screen, right? That's all we need you to do. You have the formula. It reviewed great. Like people love the story. Sad dad. That's all you need to do. And I am just like wary now of his comments, which maybe isn't fair, but I don't need to be fair. I'm just some random dude. So.
Prove it. Yeah, you got to prove it.
Yeah.
It's not encouraging. I'll say
it's definitely not encouraging.
No.
And it's so weird, especially because it's like the 20th anniversary for God of War. Sony announced a bunch of different things. So they're just like, oh, and by the way, God of War, 2 seasons. Like, oh, okay, cool. Like, maybe make the director sound like he wanted to do it rather than be like, oh, I tried to play the game, but I'm not a gamer.
Yeah, Churro. I mean, Churro said it. Imagine the summary was enough to attract. Maybe. But I feel like there's already been precedent for like poor video game transitions, like translations, and that's gotta turn some people off to projects. Like you got to be aware of it in the industry, whether you're a video gamer or not. You have to be aware of the fandom that comes with the project.
Well, right. If you're just a director, right? If I'm just a director that doesn't care about games, obviously, because I care about movies and shows or whatever like that, and somehow it's like, hey, do you want to direct or produce God of War, an adaptation of a popular video game series? Like, even if it was just for the money, I'd at least be like, yeah, I fucking love God of War, man. And like, I can't imagine it's gonna be like tons and tons of money for just directing it. Could be wrong on that, but fake it, man. Just fucking fake it then, or don't say that, right? Just say nothing. Be like, well, just. It seems interesting. I love Greek mythology, or whatever. It just
you can be excited about the game and not be a gamer too, or the show itself. And you can just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm so excited about this character. It seems really interesting. I like the story that they're telling. I can't wait to translate that to the screen." Like you don't even have to mention that you didn't play the game or you play the game.
You can't. You don't
even have to say it.
Yeah. Yep.
So that the one other thing that scares me a little about this is it does sound a little like yesteryear where it's generational, because his sort of explanation was he's a little older, but really not that much older than or his peers have been gamers. Like he's from the like he played arcades in the 80s, and then stopped. We're to the point in time where it's not like it's a generational thing anymore. Like gamers can be in their 40s and 50s pretty easily, like so the fact that he like just dropped off since his childhood is a little weird to me. Now it's not that anymore. It reminds me of the old school way of thinking a little bit.
Which just goes to show, like, why would you sign up for this then? Like, did you have nothing else? Was that it?
And they gave him 2 seasons already. Confidence, or is it?
But hey, like you said, maybe he'll watch a Let's Play, get caught up, like it, and it's fine.
I have a feeling he's never heard of a Let's Play, so someone just needs to let him know.
Hey, I mean, look, if Conan can do it, he can do it.
Yeah, it's true. So, all right. That's going to wrap up this episode of the Moviecast, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, we are live on Twitch Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. Please join us for these live broadcasts. The Gamecast is coming up next. Stay tuned. If you can't catch any of the stuff live, you're over on YouTube, all the content. We'll see you guys on the Gamecast. We are out.
I'm just going to grab a drink real quick.
Let me just refill this one. Yeah.